Chapter 6 Construction. Question answers from Class 9. Assess your learning. Question 1. Look around your school or neighborhood and identify any one structure. Identify the basic structural elements foundation, walls, roof, beams, or columns that you can observe and describe their functions. Answer. One structure I can identify in my school is a classroom building. The basic structural elements are foundation. The foundation is below the ground. It supports the whole building and transfers the load safely to the soil. It helps prevent cracks and increases the life of the building. Walls enclose the classroom and divide it into different rooms. They provide support, safety, and protection from heat, rain, and wind. Columns are vertical structural members. They support beams and transfer the weight of the building to the foundation beams. Beams are horizontal structural members. They carry the load of the roof or slab and transfer it to columns. Roof. The roof is the top covering of the building. It protects students and teachers from sunlight, rain, and other weather conditions. Doors and windows. Doors provide entry and exit. Windows provide light and ventilation. Question 2. What kind of construction has been used for your house or school? Load bearing construction or RCC construction? Write the reasons for selecting particular types of construction. Answer. My school building is most likely made using RCC construction. In RCC construction, the building stands on a strong frame of columns and beams made of reinforced cement concrete. The load of the roof, slab, and upper floors is carried by the RCC frame and transferred to the foundation. Reasons for using RCC construction: 1. It is suitable for large and multi story buildings. 2. It is stronger than simple load bearing construction. 3. It can safely carry heavy loads. 4. It is more durable. 5. It provides better resistance against earthquakes and other forces. 6. It allows larger rooms and better planning of space. Load bearing construction is usually suitable for small single story houses where walls carry the load of the roof. But for schools, RCC construction is preferred because school buildings need more strength and space. Question 3. Suppose you are asked to construct a small boundary wall in your school. List the major steps you would include in the process chart and explain why sequencing of steps is important. Answer. The major steps in the process chart for constructing a small boundary wall are: 1. Select the site. Choose the place where the boundary wall is needed. 2. Prepare the technical drawing. Make a drawing with proper length, height, width, and scale. 3. Prepare the bill of materials. Estimate the required bricks, cement, sand, water, tools, and labor. 4. Clean and prepare the ground. Remove grass, loose soil, waste material, and level the ground. 5. Mark the layout on the ground. Use meter tape, string, and chalk to mark the boundary line. 6. Prepare the foundation. Make the base strong and level so that the wall can stand properly. 7. Soak the bricks. Soak bricks in water for 6 to 12 hours so that they do not absorb water from the mortar. 8. Prepare mortar. Mix cement, sand, and water in the correct proportion. 9. Lay the bricks. Lay bricks in proper bond using mortar. 10. Check alignment. Use a plumb bob, spirit level, and water level tube to check vertical and horizontal alignment. 11. Curing. Keep the wall wet for 14 to 28 days so that it becomes strong. 12. Plastering. Apply plaster to make the surface smooth and durable. 13. Painting and finishing. Paint the wall to improve appearance and durability. 14. Clean the site. Remove extra material and debris from the construction site. Sequencing of steps is important because each step depends on the previous step. For example, bricklaying cannot be done before the foundation is prepared. Plastering cannot be done before brickwork is complete. If the sequence is not followed, the structure may become weak, uneven, unsafe, or incomplete. Question 4. Identify 3 safety rules that must be followed at a construction site. Explain how ignoring any one of them could lead to an accident. Answer. 3 safety rules that must be followed at a construction site are: 1. Wear safety equipment. Workers and students should wear gloves, masks, shoes, and protective gear. Cement, lime, and dust can harm the skin. Eyes and lungs. If gloves or masks are not used, a person may get skin irritation, eye injury, or breathing problems. 2. Handle tools carefully. Tools such as hammer, chisel, trowel, and hoe should be used properly. If a hammer or chisel is used carelessly, it can injure fingers, hands, or nearby people. 3. Keep the site clean and dry. Water spills, loose bricks, sand, and broken pieces should be removed from walking areas. If the site is not clean, someone may slip, trip, or fall. Ignoring any one of these safety rules can lead to accidents. For example, if water is spilled on the floor and not cleaned, a student may slip and get injured. Question 5. Cement was left exposed in the room during the rainy season for many months. What might happen to cement and why? Answer. If cement is left exposed during the rainy season for many months, it may absorb moisture from the air and become hard or lumpy. Cement reacts with water. When moisture enters the cement, the chemical reaction starts before the cement is actually used. As a result, cement loses its binding strength. Such cement will not make strong mortar or concrete. Therefore, cement should always be stored in a dry place and protected from moisture. Question 6. Often during summer season, especially during a drought year, the government bans construction activities. Why do you think this is done? Answer. The government may ban construction activities during summer, especially in a drought year, because construction uses a large amount of water. Water is needed for 1. Mixing cement, sand, and gravel. 2. Preparing mortar and concrete. 3. Curing the construction for 14 to 28 days. 4. Cleaning construction materials and tools. During drought, water becomes scarce and is needed for drinking, agriculture, animals, and daily life. If construction continues, it may waste or overuse water. Therefore, the government may stop construction temporarily to save water for essential needs. Question 7. A student is laying bricks to make a boundary wall and decides to skip using the plumb bob to save time, claiming they can see if the wall is straight. What is the specific technical risk of relying on visual estimation instead of a plumb bob? If the wall is even slightly out of plumb, not perfectly vertical, how might this affect the building's safety over the years? Answer. The specific technical risk is that visual estimation may not accurately show whether the wall is perfectly vertical. A wall may look straight to the eye but may actually be slightly tilted. A plumb bob is used to check whether a wall or pillar is exactly vertical. If the wall is slightly out of plumb, the load will not pass straight down to the ground. This creates uneven pressure in the wall. Over the years, this may cause 1. Cracks in the wall. 2. Weak bonding between bricks and mortar. 3. Leaning of the wall. 4. Reduced stability of the structure. 5. Risk of collapse during heavy rain, wind, or vibration. Therefore, using a plumb bob is important for accuracy, strength, and safety. Question 8. Of the tasks that you did, which did you enjoy the most? Which did you enjoy the least? Give examples of what went well and what did not go well. What would you do differently next time? Answer. I enjoyed marking the layout and laying bricks the most because these activities helped me understand how a structure begins to take shape. I also liked using tools like the meter tape, string line, and trowel. I enjoyed mixing mortar the least because it required the correct proportion of cement, sand, and water. If too much water was added, the mortar became too thin. If less water was added, it became difficult to spread. What went well? 1. We marked the layout properly. 2. We worked in a group and divided responsibilities. 3. We checked the level and alignment using tools. 4. We followed safety rules. What did not go well? 1. At first, the mortar was not of the correct consistency. 2. Some bricks were not aligned properly. 3. We had to correct the position of a few bricks. Next time, I would measure more carefully, prepare mortar in small quantities, use the plumb bob and spirit level more frequently, and plan the work better before starting. Question 9. Give examples of how you can apply your learnings in a real life situation. Answer. I can apply my learnings from this chapter in many real life situations. 1. Minor repair work at home. I can help identify cracks, broken tiles, or damaged plaster and understand how mortar is used for repair. 2. Checking construction quality. I can observe whether walls are straight, surfaces are level, and curing is being done properly. 3. Helping in school projects. I can help plan small construction works like flower beds, tree guards, ramps, or boundary walls. 4. Saving materials and reducing waste. I can estimate the required materials before starting work so that extra materials are not wasted. 5. Understanding safety at construction sites. I can follow safety rules and also guide others to use gloves, masks, and tools carefully. 6. Water conservation. I can understand why construction needs water and why water should not be wasted, especially during summer or drought. 7. Future career awareness. This learning can help me understand careers such as mason, civil engineer, architect, contractor, or site supervisor. Thus, the chapter helps us understand construction as a useful practical skill for school, home, and community life. If you found this video helpful, please like and hype this video and share it with your friends and classmates so they can benefit too. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell to stay updated with all our latest NCERT videos, question answers, notes, and exam preparation content. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Happy learning!